So now that we have the STK push initiated, I'll now go ahead and show you how you can now save this to your database. So let's go ahead and open up the callback. So for the callback, I'm using a tunneling tool, ngrok. I had explained this in a previous video. So if you haven't watched it, I will be sure to link how to use this tool. So you can go ahead and check it out and then follow along as needed. So this is when you specify the callback, you're basically telling the application this is where to send the information. So you're telling the servers here that once this information is sent, this is where you just dump all that data and I'll be able to handle it as I see fit. So let's go ahead and now save this into some DB. So first of all, let's make a connection. So open up some tags. Let's connect to our database. So server name. And duplicate this. So this is going to be username. This will be password. And this is going to be the database name. Yeah. Then we can go ahead and connect. So I'm going to do variable con. It's going to be new my SQLi. Variable server name, username, variable password, and variable DB name. Then let's check this connection. So if variable con has an error, so connect underscore error, then just die connection to DB failed. And we also want to know why it failed. So concatenate that with a variable con. So connect error, like so. And that's where you can just grab this error and know what went wrong. And that should be good. That should be good. I'm only checking if it fails. So let's go ahead and enter those credentials. So I'm on localhost. My username, root. My password is just blank. The DB name is Payhero tutorial. So Payhero-tutorial. And let's just let me do an else. Echo connection success. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and visit this callback. So just going to localhost, callback with PHP. Okay, that's working fine. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Now let's go ahead and store this particular data. I'm gonna create variable callback callback data is gonna be JSON, the code. Then we're gonna get everything that's gonna be sent. So file underscore get contents. Then just put some quotes in there. So PHP inputs. So once we have that data, we're now gonna do some checks here. So hold on, let me go ahead and see the docs. Okay. I thought there was sample code for processing some callback. So if the callback data exists and it sets callback data response then variable response is gonna be variable callback data. Then we want that entire response, like so. What? Okay, no. Yeah. So once we have that, we're gonna go and create some prepared statements. So variable stmt equals to uses the connection that we have established, then some prepared statements. So prepare. Then we're going to do some SQL tags here. So insert into the table name is transactions. Then we're going to pass them right here. So I have the amount field, amount, phone number. I have the external reference, underscore reference, the status, reference, and the checkout request ID. So checkout request ID, and the values will be, how many values are these? So these are 6 values. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that should be fine. Then now let's go ahead and now enter the actual values. So variable stmt, let's bind those values. Okay, excuse me. Stmt, son of a bitch, son of a bitch. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, so where were we? Binding those parameters. So bind the parameters. Okay. Then ss comma that. Then let's go ahead and now get the values in the response. So amount should go first. Amount. Then let me just duplicate this severally, 5 times to be exact. Uh, okay. So is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's fine. That will be fun. External reference. If you are surprised about all of that, those are from here. This is from the response sample provided here. So I know exactly what I'm getting. So external reference, the result description, result description. Then the M-Pesa receipt number, which is essentially the transaction code. So M-Pesa receipt number and checkout request ID. Checkout underscore no, camel casing request ID. Yeah, that should be fine. And close that. Now that we have prepared and bound those, let's now go ahead and check if this actually worked. So an if statement is in order. So if stmt executes, run that. Then we want to return something positive. Let's return something positive. Let's give a HTTP response code of 200. Okay. Else HTTP response code of 500. Let's just close this connection. So STMT, close that connection, like so. Or else, if none of this happened, let's do HTTP response code of 400. Babushka. Yeah, this should be fine. Let me just double check one more time. No, I think we're chilling and grilling. Let's go ahead and test this. Go ahead and run that again. Enter the amount, one number, test, make payment. Okay, so let me, oh no, oh, let's do that again. Let's do it again. So one shilling, enter that number, test. So I got the push right there. Let me enter that. Okay, so that one is complete. And let me, if I check my terminal here, yeah, it has been hit. So I see the 200 response code. So if we head back to the database and check under transactions, yeah, we have a transaction recorded right here for the one shilling. So we can also go ahead and do another test. Why not? Why not? Let me do an amount of 2, enter, test. No, let me do second test, and let's give that a go. So the M-Pesa prompt right there, completed it. Yeah, so far so good. So go ahead, let me check this. So yeah, we should have a new transaction for 2 shillings for the second test. So yeah, that is how you can actually initiate a STK push and save this data with Payhero. But hopefully you guys found value from this. I'm not gonna leave you there though. I'll probably may look into all these other APIs in the future, but time will tell. But I'm gonna leave you with something because I have another implementation of the same. So I have an implementation here that I will leave the link to the same in the description, which is much more elaborate in terms of processing, user feedback, and actually kind of consuming also a better way whereby all this information is relayed to you using some JavaScript. So instead of actually having to submit and have another handling by PHP, all this can be handled with some JS. So I'm going to leave an implementation of the same. So let's go ahead and check it out, how this one compares to what you've been able to achieve right now. So I just have to also change a few details. So if I go into the initiating payment here, okay, just a second. In my configuration, okay, initiate payment. Okay, child ID is okay, that's fine. The callback is what needs a bit of an update. So let me go ahead and grab this. and then I'm gonna reload my server. So go ahead and reload my PHP server like so. And if we head back to the browser, yeah, it is. It is. So let's go ahead and test this particular implementation. So if I enter the amount like so, enter the phone number, and initiate payment, you see, you get the message initiating STK push. Once it's initiated, you also get that feedback. So I've gotten that push, so let me complete it. And we'll go ahead and poll the transaction. And once it's successful, you will get all this information right here on the user interface. So this is a beautiful, beautiful implementation. So I will leave the link to this particular repository down in the description. So with all the information you have gained now, you should be able to go and easily be able to figure out what's going on here and be able to tinker around with this and use it in your application as you see fit. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all on the flip side.
A little bit, code is running slow.
I know everything.
That's a happy stack overflow.
Everybody work in a cubicle. We change a Mac and a wireless to miracle.